Hey guys, I'm LXG Infrit.
And I'm LXG.Helix.
We're here to commentate over my match against KillerKai at bar fights. It happened a few weeks ago actually, and it was a first to 10.
Some pretty good matches too. Let's get into it.
So here you can see we were just preparing, I guess, but I was actually very confident going into this match already. We actually play like each other very often, but as of late we hadn't played like maybe 2 months or so. He's been busy with
His career and stuff like that.
So I think he was a bit overconfident at this point. I was like, oh, I play him all the time. I know his tricks. I've seen his stuff before.
He did seem a bit just too confident, maybe.
Yeah, because he seemed pretty calm. So I think because he does watch the run back pretty frequently, so I think he felt that he knew what my game plan was.
Now, for the stream now, had you had any drinks at this point?
I think I had like 1 or 2.
Okay.
Well, it was provided by the wonderful services of Mr. Gootecks, so why not?
We got some button checks going on. Everyone's favorite time to do combos, except not.
And especially, even though the stream wasn't as great as we hoped it'd be, just because the fact that we were playing on stream, I feel like I play way more confident. Just because I feel like my opponent's gonna be nervous and I'm not, because it's like second nature to me. So I was running with my main team because I'd been practicing up to I guess that point with Doom a lot, but I decided to bring out my main team instead. Since
Doom was still fairly new under your belt. Like you were missing some things from it.
Yeah.
For a match like this, yeah, it was a smart idea to go for the solid game.
Yeah. Here I made a mistake right there. I knew he was coming down with the hit, and I still continued to hit his assist.
Yeah. That pizza cutter, man.
Yeah.
Loops.
He's pretty consistent with that. So I was already thinking what I was gonna do with my next character, but he dropped it, so I'm like, I'm gonna capitalize on this. I'm gonna make sure he dies. I didn't want to use all my red health, so I switched out, not because it looked fancy, but
yeah, very, very smart.
Just to save my red health from Nova.
That mix-up that nobody ever blocks.
Yeah, that's so easy to see if they actually knew.
I think it's the fact that he's doing the rush, so they concentrate on that and they just
guess.
They just guess.
They don't react to it. Yeah, I actually used all my red health there because Taskmaster is a pretty chunky character.
That input.
Yeah, I missed up. Yeah, just take off the glasses.
Pretty typical from Kai. He knows when to save characters. And I'd say actually his task is probably his best level 3 anchor.
Yeah, weirdly enough it is, I think. Just because his throw tech game is actually pretty good.
It's very hard to tech task in general, but Kai knows how to really utilize it.
Yeah. See, with Spencer, normally I was trying to bait him just to press buttons and try and get a counter hit just in there, just so I can get a clean hit. And just with the one super, he died.
Now
switching Nova, the free mix-up that nobody blocks apparently.
I'm pretty sure he was just holding back X Factor and tried to shield skill you, which...
Oh, he likes pressing buttons, so...
Yeah. It's a good button. I don't blame him.
Yeah. See, this particular matchup, I think he knows this the best, and I feel I know it the best, so... You see some stuff that's like you will not see another Nova and Zero player do.
Yeah, I mean, especially considering your performance at Evo, like Flocker had no clue. It was a little unfair.
Yeah, I mean, I think Nova was still like not as a common character as the other characters.
True.
At least not yet. Yeah,
at that point, it was really just you and combo.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, there's that glitch.
I'm pretty sure that's because he started a mighty swing, but you grabbed him out of it.
Perhaps. Ooh. Oh, I missed that blink.
Counter?
Yeah. I couldn't X Factor. I actually tried, I think, to X Factor, but at that range, it's almost instant. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the counter's 1 frame there, so.
Yeah.
Glasses off.
I
Good
tried to
tick
jump
low.
out.
Yeah.
He caught my pre-jump frames.
Those ankles.
Yeah, at this point, I'm like, all right, so what am I going to do with Nova? He usually only has a few setups.
Yeah.
Try to bait out a grab. So it's like he went up the jump light. Oh, he saw that coming. Like, he knew I wasn't going to kill him. I'm like, now I'll kill him for sure.
Mm-hmm. Except you dropped the combo.
I'm like, I quickly DHC'd just to... I went for a delayed crouch medium, but he caught my startup.
A little too delayed.
Yeah.
Every hit. Poor Sanwa.
Only on Sentinel. Actually, should I say always on Sentinel. I got level 3 Nova, which I don't normally play that often, or I don't get to play that often since he's my point character.
Yeah, he's either usually dead or you've won.
Yeah, just try to build some meter and kill him with some swag.
You love that glitch.
I'm like, right here, I normally just look for...
That was a pretty good confirm. He just threw it out.
Yeah. What I try to do when it's their last character is just look for an air throw. But
yeah,
he's actually very good at teching in the air throw game. So
yeah, even against Nova, he still knows the grab range pretty well.
Yeah. Ooh, I was pretty close to get a happy birthday, but I'll get some damage on the assist.
Do you think that's a technique a lot of players don't understand? The quote unquote Suki cancel,
yes.
jumping off a launched assist. Because a lot of players will launch an assist and then
they'll
stand
just
there.
Stay on the ground.
And
they get punished. I know. Yeah, a lot of people don't seem to realize that they can make themselves safe by hitting their assists. Yeah, that was a punish.
I'm surprised that actually killed Task for such a large health pool.
Yeah, I did have some red health though.
A little bit.
Yeah. See, but that only happened because he was a bit too predictable with his assist calls.
Yeah. They're kind of limited assists in general. They don't offer. I've noticed that jump cancel on the rush.
Only because he pushed back.
His assists, they're almost one-dimensional. If you play against them a lot, you know how they hit and where they'll hit.
And I don't think he realizes how good I am at blocking those zero mix-ups. You know how often I get to play zeros? Like every run back against like 3-4 zeros.
Not to mention casuals versus Ringe.
That's true.
Shout out to Ringe, by the way. One of the better zeros.
Yes, sir. This should be a dead character. I forget which combo I did. Just keep it basic.
Yeah, it's funny. A lot of these matches, you're too solid, man. I couldn't really coach you. I was like, oh, good job. Thumbs up.
Yeah, every now and then I'd be like, I forgot what I asked you, but I did ask you like a few things just because most of the time I just try to look for tendencies and like patterns because he hadn't played me in a while, so I was just trying to test him out the first few games, like if he changed his game.
Right there, he actually could have punished you, but I think he was expecting something, but I mean, just threw out a raw javelin, and he lands in front of you and just jumps back.
Yeah, that's another. I missed that. But
that reset needs to go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like a day one reset. I don't know. Sometimes it's safe, but I shouldn't do it against Outback happy people. Oops. At this point, yeah, I'm like, he should be dead. Oh, he actually got me with the cross up. He was momentarily like right behind me.
Behind him, yeah.
Yeah. He's actually one of the few people that can actually get that consistently, or at least on purpose.
Yeah, he's very good at doing that minute little walk right under you to go either back or in front.
Yeah, so it's actually hard to like block it against him when he delays it like that. He went for a low, but I think he baited a jump, so I wasn't expecting tech.
I would say his assists are actually best in the corner, or like in combo or just corner pressure.
Yeah.
Task's arrows will eat a lot of durability, especially on Sentinel's drones. Boom.
Yeah, we all know this side. Zero blows up Sentinel like pretty free. I was just thinking like, should I even switch to a different character? But I think you told me just stick to.
No, I said no. You're up. Maybe if he gets ahead, but
yeah. I was just like I get annoyed very easily when my Sentinel dies to something
silly.
Autopilot. Some autopilot mix-up that works just because it's Marvel 3. Oh, I don't know why he stopped. I think I anticipated a jump, but
Good
he
tech.
didn't.
Spacing.
Accidental. Well, actually, I think I might have.
No, that looked like a punish to me.
No, see, he knows how to do the jump, square dash back, and punish the sentinel assist.
Yeah.
See, he tried it again, but I actually anti-aired him.
So it's a lot like a Marvel 2 era where Storm sat behind the sentinel drones and hit you with a launch.
Yeah, pretty much. It was like cover.
Yeah, giant body.
Like almost like a bait. Yeah.
Back.
I actually jumped, and he caught me with the shield skill, which is option select.
I think it actually crossed you up too, because
it might have, because my body switched sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. At this point, I'm like, anything I get is just free damage, because he should have died. So just try to extend it as much as possible, and I don't want to use my red health, so see if I get my extension. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not gonna kill him with the OTG though. Oh, he went for a guard cancel command grab, but missed it. Level 2 Wesker. Oh, I think he did it too early, so he wasn't able to do a team super.
Yeah, I think he hadn't recovered yet.
Yeah. I hear he's just trying to go crazy, and he just doesn't. I don't know why I did that. That was just dumb on my part. I should have done maneuvers instead, because it doesn't count as a physical hit.
Mm-hmm.
That
from that point on, he really didn't have any other option. I think it's good against someone that hasn't played him a lot, but his grab game as a last resort is it's pretty dang easy to read. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, and especially against me with certain option selects that I do. Like if you guys saw that last match, I teched it on reaction and then did a follow-up Pierce. Pierce is actually faster when it's up close, so I actually punished his, his attempt to tech again, I think.
Yeah, I've gotten used to that. It's you basically tech and then block as fast as possible.
Yeah, pretty much. If you're not blocking instantly, then yeah.
That was a magical confirm.
Yeah. Push him to the corner. DHC, they should kill him with a follow-up, I think.
Pretty standard. Let's get that 80k in there.
Oh, but I missed that.
You dropped it.
Yeah, I don't know why I was actually dropping that pretty often.
Well, you did have that drink.
Yeah, the drink. It was a drink.
I kind of hoped for a mid-screen Sentinel Infinite.
Yeah, I didn't have it down, and I'd just go for the damage. I don't like playing around with certain characters that are, especially like Taskmaster and Wesker.
Yeah.
Yeah, just rather get rid of them. Again, I miss it. That should have been a dead character, but see, sometimes that'll come back to haunt you, especially in this game, because they heal pretty quick and.
Yeah, especially with X Factor, it's rough to have that ghost character just come back X Factor and suddenly you're down.
Yeah, I missed that hit confirm, but I actually grabbed his forward heavy. Not sure how.
It's Marvel. Now this is when Kai kind of gets into a pattern. He stops calling his assist because he's afraid of the arm, and he just kind of does lightning. Buster lightning.
See, that's what I mean about just being autopilot. See, I did it too soon. I should have waited a little bit longer, because then he actually punished with the grab.
Here's that X Factor. Doesn't quite kill.
See, that time I didn't do the option select because he saw me do it the last time and he got hit, so I figured he'd just block, which I guess correctly, I guess.
Well, the game needs to be more reads, less mayhem.
Yeah, I got chipped out there. So this match, I hate it,
horrible.
But I know exactly what I need to do. That was just on reaction, stand medium, which took the armor hit, I think, because he tried to do dash up something.
Sometimes it actually will get beat by his standing medium, though.
I think the standing medium or heavy, it is 2 hits, so it actually breaks his armor.
The stand medium does 2, and then his jump heavy will also break the armor.
Yeah.
Lots of the times you see Task just basically jump heavy ass all day.
Here we have Oliver doing the Infrit, going back to the character select screen. Just take some time to lie down.
That has become very, very popular, man. I've seen weeklies from New Jersey to New York. Everyone's just doing the Infrit.
And they should. I don't know why they don't. I'm like, they have all the time. Well, not really, but they have plenty of time. They don't need to rush into anything. I think most people feel like that on stream, especially.
I think it's probably a tie between wanting to keep your momentum, or if you think, like, even if you've lost, maybe somehow you think you have the better momentum. But I think that's kind of a mistake.
Yeah.
Ooh.
See, there I tried to avoid it, and he got, I don't know if he pressed the button or just didn't block. Yeah, but see, he does that when he rolls and recovers. He calls it assist. He does that almost every single time, but I just never, I actually figured that he wasn't going to do it every time, so.
A fatal mistake.
Yeah, I shouldn't give that too much credit.
Loops, loops.
See, this is so hard to even block. I don't even know how I block some of this stuff.
I'm surprised he didn't instant overhead you on the fuzzy right there.
Yeah. So yeah, I X-Factored because he would have grabbed me on my recovery, so I wasn't going to be able to tech. But he didn't go for a grab. He probably baited that. I'm like, I'm just going to play it safe. Anytime the, like, Elver's opponent burns his X-Factor, he'll time it out, he'll run, he'll play so safe. Mm-hmm. So it's actually, like, ridiculous to even come back on him.
Well, most players do this now. It's if you burn your X-Factor in a bad situation,
yeah.
If you try to just, like, YOLO it out, it generally just ends faster.
Yeah, I was looking for either an air grab or a command grab setup, but I think he knew that was coming, so he just he came down with the heavy, I think.
Yeah, it was heavy.
It has 2 hits, so it broke armor anyways.
It's pretty bleak.
Yeah.
And see, right there, you knew that would drop, so of course you go for the reset.
Yeah.
I think we've all seen
this.
I'd say it's a good habit, because if you know that the combo is going to drop, and if you had continued the combo, it would have been severely scaled.
Yeah. So yeah, another little small detail, when it's a counter hit triangle dash or overhead, it's actually easier to do the mid-screen heavy loop. And a lot of people do.
Counter.
Yeah, he did. I don't know if he just guessed or if he saw that coming, because I hadn't been doing that setup with the Sentinel yet.
Unfortunately, it could have been a guess.
Yeah, but I don't know yet.
That's the aspect of this game. It's a tough one to pick.
Yeah, I don't know why he X-Factored that early.
He went for, you would call it a pretty dirty setup, but
yeah, I tried to bait out the counter.
That super is just too hard to accurately control.
Yeah.
I think the best setup I've seen with that, I don't remember the player's name. I think it's Footwork, but he plays. He does the Wesker Ryu, where he does the team super
and he'll X-Factor
and it's basically unblockable.
Because you literally cannot see.
He when he does the wall bounce, he's behind you. So if you don't block forward, Ryu will hit you first, and he's behind you. So it's a pretty ridiculous mix-up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Safe.
Unfortunately, this is again the worst matchup in the game, probably.
But at this point, I mean, you guys have played it out so much. You know the strengths and weaknesses.
I'm like, I literally have to play so much ridiculous spacing and footsie like game with Sentinel that if I make one tiny
mistake,
or wrong read or anything, it's like
even the chip damage from incorrectly jumping into the arrows can make a difference.
I missed the dash light hit confirm there.
Now, that's actually something you notice with the people that have stuck with Sentinel, even as far as, like, even if you've kept him secondary now, but just playing him this far, a lot, like all the Sentinel players, Ray, what's his name, Alucard, their footsies with all their characters.
That was a pretty sick
yeah, that was. But their footsies with all the characters has gotten to a point where it is Marvel footsies. You can't just say it's not.
Oh no, it is. It has to be, because then or else that character is useless.
Mm-hmm. Little jump loop from Kai. He really does know how to maximize his zero combos, though. That was an unfortunate drop.
Yeah, one of the few actually that does maximize it.
Yeah.
Chicken blocking everything. See, that's what you get for push blocking too much, because then you open yourself up to a free.
Oh.
Yeah, free air grab. I missed a combo there again.
Now, would you say that LXG has somewhat of a knack for air grabs?
Air grabs, of course. I think we have like the better air grab tech game than like a lot of SoCal. I mean, of course, there's other that are pretty good too, but
yeah, we focused on that because grabs in this game.
I'm like, I actually think that's a big part of this game, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So it's like we can create a mix-up off of a simple push block or a, yeah.
That was good hit confirm.
I was on the spot. Hit confirm. This time I just did it. Kill his X Factor time. Again, I missed that OTG. I swear I've practiced that since then.
Cool. You know that he doesn't have very many options. He can't guard cancel you. You kind of just go in there.
Yeah. See there, I went for anti-air command grab into option select super, but since I knew I missed it, I knew he was going to DHC to the counter, so I X-Factored preemptively. Now, whenever I play Spencer, I actually play like a certain kind of footsies with him. I don't know how to explain, but I know when I need to grab, when I can push buttons, and I do a certain counter hit setup that also is can get the pre-jump frames. I always do stand light to crouch slide.
Yeah, that'll catch a lot of people chicken guarding.
Yeah, again, he didn't learn the first time.
I actually think it's just nearly impossible. If you're holding forward to input the forward grab, you have 2 frames to go to back. And if you're like not expecting it.
I mean, you get an instant block, but obviously he wasn't blocking that first few frames.
I think like if you're expecting your grab to work, but you as a player that's very skilled, you see the tech, you throw the tech.
Yeah, I was just assuming he was gonna tech, and then just inputting that next follow move like right after.
The next level.
Yeah.
Here we go. He's playing his zoning game. Kai loves to do the zoning game.
I hate it.
I respect it actually. I think it's a much better way to play. It's something that like you see Justin Wong or Chris G or any of the top level players. Yeah. They use that because at that level it's an advantage.
Yeah, it's just sometimes it's very frustrating, especially because it's a character like Zero.
But at least when Kai drops a combo, if your character hasn't died and it's not a reset setup, you know right next to you he's shaking his head because he dropped it.
Yeah, I know.
That's something I can respect. A lot of people will just be like, you know, shrug it off.
Yeah, fuck
You'll get him next time, but in the long run, that's not going to make you a better player.
I think he's the same as us. Like, we hate missing combos, so it's like, I don't know, it's a pet peeve. Like, I should have just chipped them out. There you go.
I think right there, both of you recognize that combo was going to drop.
He knew.
You had to go for the TAC.
Nah, I missed that. I got him as the air juggle. I don't know how I think that crossed me up.
They were calling that a sortie, I believe, on Spooky Stream. They were calling it no, just that kind of interaction between 2 people where like no assists are called and you're just kind of slugging it out.
Yeah.
They're not calling it a sortie, which I kind of like that, which is what it is, because you don't want to risk getting happy birthdayed, but the momentum is just rapidly swinging back and forth. And you're both just trying really hard to get that hit. It shows both players are really hungry.
Yeah.
Whoever has the best reactions may win.
Yeah, pretty much. Ooh, he jumped. I'm surprised he actually didn't tech that. I would have followed up with a light or something.
Fear of X Factor, I think. Taunt, punch in the face.
I like that. I think Sentinel deserves to taunt every time in a combo, just because he's Sentinel. I think he deserves that right. That character is pretty bad. So if you lose to him, that means you suck. Yeah.
He's constantly punishing your Sentinel calls.
Yeah.
That Buster.
That's just so hard to play against him. Like specifically his Zero. It was a little too high. Ooh. Oh, I missed that dash. I normally do a dash light.
There's something else you do that I just noticed. Like right there, you hit him, but you saw that it dropped, and you basically just sat there. You didn't hit a button. You waited to see what their reaction would be. A lot of players won't do that and will just go ham.
Yeah, I try to play precise, but no, that was. See, my drones normally would have like backed me up there, but
again,
see right there. This time I did it with the snap. Oh, that was just.
I think that was the slowdown from hitting Sentinel.
Yeah, normally that works. you can snap on reaction, but he got both of us. Since I actually died as an assist, like, I should have been more wary of that. Nah, he knew this was coming. Oh,
that was good.
I actually waited for him to jump and then reacted on it. It's actually pretty easy with Spencer. That ground assist though is what.
Yeah, that hurt Spencer.
Yeah.
Good grab.
I should kill with 1 bar. Oh, hit zone was too high.
Mm.
Oh, and misses in the corner. I forgot.
Yeah, you just go through each other.
Forget. Same thing happens with 2 bionic arms. I don't know why that happens. Yeah. But here, I just gotta just go in. But
yeah, it's pretty bleak.
Yeah. You got me. I'm like, whatever. Like, what's the score? I don't even know the score. What's the score? I actually really don't know the score right now. That's what they're telling me right now. They're making sure, double checking. Actually, I think they told me the score. I was actually surprised at the scores. I just wanted to make sure.
I think it was like 7-4 then, something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what Oliver said right now. The good old neutral game between my Nova and his Zero.
Cat and mouse, man. Just whoever has the slight advantage, whether it be a buster charge or the spacing for your H. Oh,
that crossed me up. It like crossed under and he appeared on the other side. I don't know how you block that. That's just, I don't know. It just happens.
It's Marvel, man.
Yeah, he should die here. Next character. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I did Bomber again. No, I actually I blocked that cross up because he made it a bit too obvious on his spacing.
You know, he's one of the only characters that can actually counter hit Zero on the way down. That ice cream. I call his H the ice cream scoop. He just reaches down, grabs a big chunk, and lets you have it.
Yeah, here I just chipped him out. At least I hope it did. Yeah. Did I switch? There you go.
Yes.
Oh, he loves that mighty swing. Oh, I think I was going for an anti-air command grab reset, but
I think you jumped on accident.
Yeah. Or he might just hit me straight out.
Like even then, I kind of expect you to do that. Similar thought processes.
Yeah. See, I try to always, that shouldn't work.
Dunk.
Okay. Yeah, I usually try to push back the first like hit because most people go autopilot and go the magic series on the ground, which is usually very punishable.
Mm-hmm.
But Oliver is pretty good at not going the whole magic series. I'm like, did I kill him? Did I get him this time? There you go.
Yeah, he's dead.
I've been missing that all day. The OTG. Or that follow-up. At least that day. I think I hadn't played too much.
I think it's kind of just one of those finicky things sometimes.
Ooh. If you get hit by that setup, that's like multiple up grapples that just kills. I think it kills every character in the game. If it doesn't kill with this, it kills with the follow-up.
Yeah, the follow-up generally kills. Probably does somewhere around 1.1.
Yeah. I usually build another super before they die anyways.
Mm-hmm. Merlin Ringe just talking it up.
Yeah.
That was actually just a whiffed overhead for style points.
Yeah, actually, I thought there was going to be a gap, so I actually went for a reset, but it didn't. So I had to keep it basic. Seen this a million times.
That is a dead Zero.
If I get the LTG. Yeah.
That extension on Zero is actually pretty tough.
Yeah. See, he pushed back that time. So that was like a garbage. I missed my follow-up heavy, so I had to use the ground bounce. Luckily, you have all day because it's Nova. I think I was going for a reset, but I messed that up. That was actually punish anti-air because he can't block when he does either arrows or certain special moves.
That's another small thing that I think a lot of people don't realize is if you do a special move in the air, you're falling, and all that time you can't tech.
Yeah, pretty much. Or block. Oh, he went for crowd slide? Yeah.
Boom.
Jeez. I think they nerfed Wesker's counter hit super, so I don't think he could have done anything at that point.
No, yeah, it has a few frames of startup now.
Yeah, it's not. I think Taskmaster is the only one that retained that.
Mm-hmm.
one frame.
I think that actually changed the matchup between Wesker and Spencer because
Yeah, it used to be pretty bad.
Pretty bad, yeah. Now Spencer has actually the advantage, I think.
I think so too. But against Taskmaster, I think is still pretty even. I think they said if I can play without my glasses or if I'm blind, I'm like, I'll play with my glasses off. Oh, you know, I'm not that blind though.
Shoot, man, I would not be able to play.
That was a pretty good hit confirm at that height. Yeah, I actually think that's better than doing the follow-up lightning because you can actually get hit out of it or grabbed out of it. He actually is one of the few that does the teleport down to hit confirm, which is better, I think.
Yeah, the lightning is a little too autopilot, hoping for that kind of randomish mix-up. But if an experienced player, like, we're all kind of getting the lightning distances down and the safe punishes and whatnot.
See, just exactly like that. He just got hit out of the lightning. Oh, that was a good autocorrect. Oh, but he went away from the corner. I was actually mashing the TAC counter because he had to go because he was away from the corner.
There's a bit of a drop by him right there. That hit stun off, especially after a TAC, is really high.
I actually inputted the bionic arm right there a little too early, I think, so it ate my input. So it looked like I just did nothing.
No, yeah, you actually had a standing H come out.
Yeah, I should cancel it again though. No, I remember that time, but I did it too soon. Especially when he has a buster, you shouldn't do that. Option select.
Thanks for the combo.
Yep.
I think this was actually one of your comebacks.
That was actually pretty fast. I don't know how I got that one. It looked like he had just landed too.
I'm pretty sure your episode approved the use of the bombs.
Yeah, more bombs. Oh, I missed that. Anti-air.
Anti-air armor.
Thank you, armor. I actually meant to dash forward, but whatever.
We'll take it.
Well, I think I did multiple, and I knew it was going to drop. So I'm like, I'm going to go for air grab.
Yeah. he came down mashing that heavy, and you just grabbed it up.
Yeah. I think
and that was it. Wow. That was a pretty fast set, I might say.
Yeah, I don't want to say it was free, but...
Maybe 50% off? I had a sale that day.
Yeah. See, I think because he hadn't played me in maybe a month and a half. Steve was asking me, he's like, hey, tell me, was that free or not? And I was like, yeah, that shit was
pretty
free.
free.
He's like, just
Kai
wait.
with the retort.
I'm like, you like being at the, like, you don't got any competition at the run back, right? Like,
he'll be back.
I pretty much said, bring it. We'll play again. Yeah, but it was a good match. So,
hey guys, welcome back to us.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it was just his lack of practice, and he hadn't played me in a while, so.
Yeah, I think he'll definitely come back and be a threat at SCR. He's someone that everyone should worry about.
If I know Oliver, I know he's gonna be practicing his ass off, like hardcore. He takes every loss like hard, and like he goes back in the lab and he's like, all right, see, I'm gonna train myself to not do that next time, or he'll make the adjustments he needs for.
I don't believe he actually had it for that set. But he does have that unblockable. I don't think that's very.
Oh, he started doing that like recently.
Yeah, recently. I don't think people
he had it at the time.
I don't think people even know about that yet. I'm not gonna reveal it, but it's gonna be tough.
But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. We have a bar fight coming up next on the 23rd. It's a Sunday, 6:30 p.m. You guys should definitely check it out. I have a match versus another pretty good player. So it should be a pretty hype match. So you guys should definitely check that out.
Yeah, come down. We have a lot of fun. There's drinks. There's people. There's
bartenders.
Oh.
Just had to throw that in there. And
be sure to follow us. I am.
What's your name?
Damn. I am at Mirror Helix. No. Excuse me. At @Helix.
Yeah, and I'm at Infrit 12.
Be sure to check out our stream. We do try to stream every Tuesdays with casuals. We're usually in there with some guests. We try to get them through the gauntlet on the stream station. Be sure to check in. It's twitch.tv/Infrit12, right?
Yeah, it's on my channel. So thanks for watching, guys, and peace out. Until next time.
Till next time.